Ready, go! Ring out! Round 3. Ready, go!
How have I not gotten any opponents by now? Must be a slow day or something. They really need to do more to get this level of content. Or at least finally give us a Virtua Fighter 6. Like the work for a Virtua Fighter 6 is so high. But sometimes it's almost like Sega doesn't even realize it. There's plenty of games that a lot of people would really like a sequel for, even if it doesn't seem to be in high demand. Like people really want another Killer Instinct, Bloody Roar, Power Stone. What other game have we not gotten another, what was it? Not iteration, well that too, but I meant sequel. Let's see, we have yet to get another Final Fight. And the Sonic series has been going on for quite a while, but another Sonic Adventure, like a Sonic Adventure 3. For me, I would like a Sonic Adventure 3 or Sonic Heroes 2. Or another Sonic Riders, especially after how bad Free Riders was. Actual Sonic Riders, another sequel after Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, that would be nice.
Round 1.
Still, it's so hard to fight and Dead or Alive. I wonder how hard she'll be in this. Dang it!
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh man! I wonder what I'm doing.
Knockout! Round 5.
I like how he does Muay Thai,
Ready,
but he
go!
has footwork like you expect from a boxer. Come on now!
Good. Checkmate. Knockout.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Yes. So, who's next?
I hate when certain notifications show up on my screen. They stay on longer than I actually want them to.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent!
What the heck? I thought I moved to the side. Oh well.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I don't know why I'm doing so much. I'm doing way worse than I did the last trip. Seriously, what was all that? That was terrible.
Better run home to Mama now.
Man. That was just all kinds of bad right there. What was wrong with me?
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout!
Okay, so when she's doing, what was it, flamingo stance?
Round 2.
Point trying to grab her out of that.
Ready, go!
She's gonna win every time. Oh, come on.
Knockout.
Gotta find out
Round
what
three.
that standing counter is good
Ready?
for.
Go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Knockout.
Okay, that was weird. My mind felt like my mind went blank for a moment.
Round four.
That hesitation at the end was not good.
Ready? Go.
Aye. Woman.
Yeah.
Knockout.
What the? I blocked.
Yeah.
Round five.
Hey, why'd you skip it?
Ready? Go.
I'm just glad even with this update to Virtua Fighter, they still keep replays. They took that away from Tekken when they made Tekken 7. I think they were Dead or Alive when they made Dead or Alive 5.
Knockout.
Yeah. Muay Thai, man.
Might makes right.
I really cannot pick between Muay Thai and well, I like Muay Thai more, but as far as which, well, every martial art has something about it that makes it appealing, that makes it fun to look at. What other cousin do I have with him? That's it. There's no way I would have a revolver on the back of my pants. It would be too easy for someone to just come along and probably take it. I don't remember, it was in Virtua Fighter 4, but not the original one. It was an update they made of Virtua Fighter 4. I forgot what it was called. So anyways, it was in that one where Brad Burns first appeared alongside Go. Those two are awesome. They're my favorite. Okay. This could remove the foot wrap. That way I could have it like his wrist, just there. I got nothing like that. Or any foot wrap either. It's just hand wraps. Oh, maybe that. Oh, dang it. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, so that's all for. Type D. Is that DLC? Is that why I don't have access to it? But this game does not imply anything about how I can unlock something like that. Bright red. I'm gonna take 0. Yeah, I would probably pick that if it was like bright red and it wasn't a button strip, but just a regular shirt. Then again, I think it's supposed to be an undershirt, so maybe that's why it's a button like that. I mean, as far as customization, this game is no Tekken. Then again, it doesn't even need to be. Hey, what is the point of wallet chains? I never seen the point in them. Like, I know not everything has to have anything specific to it. It's mostly just style. But as far as wallet chain, I'm just wondering, like, who came up with that idea? Hey, Ivan the Unstoppable is premiering right now. How strong is Killer Frost? Which version? The first or the second? Revolver. Cause you just never know sometimes. Are these the same length? Yeah, they seem to be. Yep, about the same length. Man, it would just be so much cooler if he had the gi top closed. I got a couple of tank tops just like these ones. The one I have is not as bright blue like this, it's a faded blue. I remember someone was making a cool observation about Go, the way he fights in these games, how it's supposed to make it more obvious, how he's like just entirely judo. By that as in, he does judo but no other martial art, because of the way he strikes. His strikes are just wild and almost all over the place. There's like barely any style or technique, any finesse to his punches. Not that he's trying to have any. Who else is like that in this game? Actually, no, because let's see, every other grappler, even someone like Jeffrey McWild, even his punches and kicks have more finesse to them compared to Go. Same thing with a pro wrestler like, let's see, pro wrestler like Wolf Hochfield and El Blaze. Because they're all grapplers as well, and Force is also a grappler. Oh yeah, Oi Umino Koji, and to a lesser extent Vanessa Lewis. They're all skilled grapplers just like Go, but unlike him, they're all much more well-rounded. Of course, that's probably why for me it's easy to play with them compared to Go. Because at the very least, I could use some pretty decent combos with them outside of just going for throws. Whereas Go, almost everything he does is centered around positioning his opponent specifically for a grab of some sort. It's kind of ridiculous he doesn't have an undershirt to go with this. Like, the overall style is cool. He should have just had a should have just had some kind of something to go with this shirt. even get this costume? Did I? No, I don't remember having it at first. Then again, I don't use too many of this costumes to begin with. Item point. Yeah, that's kind of like the underset I have. Very faded blue. It's just, yeah, just a plain faded blue, nothing else. Yeah, there's no way to see the stars underneath. Man, I should have gotten some cooler shoes to wear. Like, those are cool. That's decent. What, no red sneakers? I was wondering how to remove this. There we go. I'll go with silver. Whoops. Man, they could have had one more. Why is Zoro not playable though? Why couldn't they make Zoro? That's ridiculous. That reminds me, I gotta get to the gym on Monday. I gotta say, I need to do like about the entire cast. Yeah, in a way, Virtua Fighter is very basic. It really sticks to being just it focuses primarily on what it's about. It's a fighting game. So they put time and effort into giving characters all these different fighting styles. But they don't give much effort towards something like, say, having like a full-on story. To the same extent that Tekken, Dead or Alive, Street Fighter, or Mortal Kombat does. Of course, Mortal Kombat is the only one I know that does a good job of having an actual cinematic story mode. Street Fighter tried it and that failed. They tried doing that with Dead or Alive 6. That also failed. A lot of these games you just go back to how they used to do it, where you get the arcade mode, you go through the arcade mode, and upon completing said arcade mode, then finally you get that character's ending. Although one thing they did for Tekken 6 that made its story work was they had that individual endings for each character when you complete arcade mode. But then to get the full story or the actual true ending, there was scenario campaign, which itself works as an extra mode. The way they did it for Tekken 8 story mode was just lame. And it sucks to me how they try to do it from the perspective of some random journalist, photographer, whatever. Like this nobody that no one really cares about. And yet somehow we're supposed to act like we're supposed to care about him or what happened to him. That's why Tekken 6 just did the best. Still keeping characters having their individual endings once you complete arcade mode, but then if you want the full story, find out how everything ends and all that, then you would have scenario campaigns, which itself was like that game's version of Tekken Force. I don't know why a lot of fighting games, I get it, they want to make a game competitive as in focus on that sort of esports or tournament. What is it I'm looking, what's the term I'm looking for? Well anyways, a lot of these games, they make it so that people can be more competitive in them, but they don't really focus on a lot of the extra stuff. Like part of what made games like Tekken 3 and 4, what made them so fun was the Tekken Force mode, playing as a character and going through these modes almost like an RPG. What did Tekken 5 have? Oh yeah, Devil Within, which was like Tekken Force, you only had Jin. Because you had a bit more freedom, overall freedom of movement. Wait, during hit, if opponent is knocked into the air. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I like that. As far as crossover games, definitely, well, not Virtua Fighter, Dead or Alive 5? Yeah, Dead or Alive 5 shows that a crossover between a full-on actual crossover, not just a few guest characters, but a whole crossover would work. Considering how... When did Dead or Alive 1 first come out? Well, anyways... I can't remember when Dead or Alive 5 came out. I'm getting distracted. When Dead or Alive 5 came out... No, when Dead or Alive 1 came out, its entire control scheme, basically the layout was exactly like Virtua Fighter 1. You got one punch button, one basic punch, one basic kick. You got your guard. You press punch and guard for a throw, kick and guard for a heavy kick, punch and kick for a heavy punch, and then punch, kick, and guard for, well, for whatever. So it's like on the surface, someone will look at it and be like, one punch, one kick, and that's it? But that's lame. Or one guard button? Okay, yeah, but it's also the variety of other buttons you press together. Just like a Tekken. Because in Tekken, you have 2 punches and 2 kicks. That's it. But it's the combination that you press them in. 2 punches, left punch and right kick and left punch, stuff like that. What's sad though is how much hate games like Virtua Fighter and Dead or Alive get. People say how, oh, Tekken is better because this. And it's like, you only say that because you know more about Tekken. You know more about Tekken. Wait a minute. Anyways, you know more about Tekken just because it's more popular. Like, it's more popular than Virtua Fighter. Therefore, that's why it gets so much love and it's put in the spotlight so much. Whereas for Dead or Alive's issue is just how ever since the very first game, it fully embraced its fan service. Unlike other games at the time, Dead or Alive they were not shy about it. Because the guy who directed the game, he understood. When it comes to a lot of fighting games, a majority of the audience are male. And sex sales in media. A lot of people want to deny it, but that's just the cold hard truth. But even by now, going from actually no, it even started with Dead or Alive 1. From Dead or Alive 1 up to Dead or Alive 6, the men got plenty of costumes that be revealing a whole lot. Like for instance, in Dead or Alive 5, Leon has an alternate costume where it's just him wearing red speed trunks. Not speed trunks, red swim trunks. Almost looking like a Speedo. So yeah, it's not just the women, but the guys get plenty of fan service. And I think like definitely some characters, they don't wear costumes that are very fan servicey. Like him. But anyways, it's like, it just depends on how fan service works. Oftentimes, it's women with very smooth, beautiful looking skin, a nice face and all that. For men, it's just anything that helps show off their muscles. Big, strong, muscular men, that's what women like. But it's because, again, Dead or Alive embraces it, whereas other games have it too. There's no point in pretending like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, and just a whole number of other fighting games don't have it. You can't pretend like Dead or Alive is the only game that has fan service on the male or female characters. They're just less subtle about it. Of course, what's funny was how so many people were talking shit about Dead or Alive for so many years because of their fan service or their emphasis on it. But when when Dead or Alive 6 was announced, people got so mad because they said they were gonna focus on it less. So people got mad saying, oh, they're just being woke, they're trying to cater to a certain type of people and whatnot. Which is funny because they didn't even say that they were gonna take it away entirely. They said they weren't gonna focus on it as much or advertise it as much. But you always get that. You have something for so long that people don't like, they'll complain about it. You take it away because you figured, well, people get mad when they see this or hear that, so let's just not have it then. So we can actually get a pretty decent rep this time. Oh, they're just trying to cater to people. They're too cowardly now. They're being woke. That's what they say. You gotta learn to make up your mind. They either have more of this thing that you hate or less. You can't have it both ways. So the main thing with Virtua Fighter is that like its gameplay is good, the characters are cool, but again, it doesn't have a story mode. To be able to find out like what the story is, what's going on, what's happening to the characters, you gotta really look it up online. So Virtua Fighter had actual endings for each of the characters at the end of our, like you go to arcade mode and the character gets an ending. Anyways, if Virtua Fighter at least did that, that would add a bit of replay value. What else would it? What else would help it? Maybe more not online, offline modes for people to play. Because like you just got training and arcade mode, and that's about it. There's no survival, time attack. What else is it missing? So survival, time attack. What else could I say it could use? Can't think of anything else, but just other modes for people to play besides training and arcade. Because for Versus, I hate the idea of any fighting game still having that. Where to be able to play to do Versus mode, you have no choice but to have another player. If you want to play against the AI, you either just simply go to training mode and change the settings so that the AI will fight back, or do arcade mode, or whatever other mode. It's like some people, they just want to be able to fight the AI, but not just like do one match after another. They just want that 1 or 2 matches specifically, and then that's it. So that's why if they ever make another Virtua Fighter, that's just some things they can do. Add training mode. No. Obviously they got training in arcade, so they always have those. But also add survival, time attack. What? And put there should be other extra modes they can definitely add to add some replay value for offline. Nothing wrong with people wanting to play online, like especially if that's almost all they ever do is play online. Nothing wrong with that. But just wait a minute. Make a new video. I gotta charge my computer. Anyways, for Tekken 8, I hope for Tekken 8, you have the usual, have your typical time attack, arcade, survival. Obviously training mode, but what else could they add? Oh yeah, bring back Tekken Force. Like I don't like Tekken Bull, but if they bring that back, hey, I'm fine with that. I mean, I wouldn't play it much myself, except for maybe if I really do get bored and I feel like doing something else in that game, then probably that as well. But seriously, bring back Tekken Force. Oh, and do it like a survival campaign, or no, scenario campaign if I'm Tekken 6. Or make it optional, where it's like you're playing Tekken Force. So if you want to, you can have someone else join in, local or online, have a 2-player, or if you want to have an AI to join you, that would be nice. I remember part of what made Street Fighter 5. Oh, not this, man! I hate this. It's like I'm pressing start, but the stupid menu won't come up. And if I just wait for the timer to go down, it'll just come back up. Is this someone purposely doing this? Is someone purposely doing this just to troll people like me? this is another thing that just, from my experience, is why I don't come back to play Virtua Fighter that much. Too many people who just play or act like trolls, almost even more so than any other game I play online. So far, and that's even if I get a decent match online, I could be waiting for a long while. Of course, that happens in almost any fighting game I play, one way or another. But I keep getting people in Virtua Fighter where as soon as the match starts, they don't move around, they don't block, they don't dodge, they don't even grab, they don't do anything except just keep repeating the same 2 or 3 hit combo that the character has over and over again. That's literally all they do. Nothing else. No moving to the left or right. Just nothing at all. And I'm just thinking, what's the point of you playing then if that's all you're capable of? Like, why are you bothering playing if that 2 or 3 hit combo is all you can do? It's like, who's that YouTuber, Emery Reigns? YouTubers like him, he's already so far up ahead in the rankings that it'd be impossible. I'd probably never get a match against him unless I would have somehow personally contact him and request that we play a set together. And you know, he's so like him, definitely probably, Emery Reigns already gets probably a whole bunch of people in comments or during his streams asking, yo, Emery, wanna play a game together? Wanna play this or that together?
Ready, go!
I'm not big time enough for that. Like, the only way that would work is if it's someone I know personally. Like my buddy Jamal. But he plays. I gotta find out if he plays Virtua Fighter. So far, Jamal and I only ever played against each other in Tekken. I gotta see what other fighting games he has. I think, did he play Mortal Kombat together? I don't know. And I can't remember if we ever played Injustice. It's been a while. I know one of the friends has Injustice too, and they're pretty damn good at it.
Ready, go!
It's really hard to get, so even if I do get a match, that's if it's not some noob who's good at the game. He's just literally spamming absolutely nothing else at all but the same 2 to 3 hit combo throughout an entire match. That Sarah Bryant player I got against when I was playing Brad Burns, that was a good set. I like how back and forth it was.
Ready, go!
But I don't get enough people like that frequently enough. And of course, you find people who are just like that in any fighting game. You always, no matter what game you play, any game that has online multiplayer, you're always gonna have trolls. RPG, fighting, shooter, just literally any game to do. Which to me is just sad. Like, all the fun stuff you could do, or knowing how good you can get at this game, but for some reason, you want to be such an asshole that all you can think of to do is just troll people. And act like somehow you're accomplishing something great. Can't find no friends to play with. But sometimes they would find a friend to play with. And that friend they're playing with would also just do nothing but troll people. And there's so many changes they made to going from Virtua Fighter 5, the original version, to, what was it, R? It was either R or, let's see, what version is this one again? Oh, Ultimate Showdown. So yeah, then it's Final Showdown I'm thinking of. Final Showdown, when they made, not to changes to go, but to everyone. Like, the number of throws he had overall, they took away. Because originally, to do a crouching throw, it wasn't down in the throw button, it was down, punch, kick, and guard. So they made it like Dead or Alive and Tekken, where the usual throw buttons you would use, you just do that same throw but combination down at the same time. I prefer how they had it the other way, where you did down, punch, kick, and guard. So it was almost like an extra throw button. Because so many, they basically reduced the total number of throws characters had. I remember Go having a couple of combinations that involved doing a whole 360 motion. 360 forward, 360 back. I also remember he had something where while crouching, you press the while crouching back throw. I remember that being a thing, and they took that away. And not just him, but just about all of the grapplers. For some reason, they felt it necessary to reduce the total number of throws they had overall. Like, just not even change the combination, but just take them away entirely. All that did was just give them less variety. Stupid how they did that. Because again, now down and throw just gives you that, just a crouching throw. Whereas originally I can do down and throw and it'd still be some kind of unique standing throw a character would have. Like there was one standing throw Jeffrey had where you did down and throw and he would simply just pick up the opponent and just slam them to the ground. It was cool. That's why I was never in a hurry to get Virtua Fighter when it came to Virtua Fighter 5 R or Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Yo, it's Lee freaking Calon. Hey, go back to Tekken. You don't belong here. What the heck was that? I don't like Leon's neutral stance because it's almost hard to tell sometimes between his neutral stance and when he's actually countering. What was that?
Knockout.
Oh, this is weird, man. This is weird.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Judo, man.
Knockout.
Although I gotta be honest, with the way this game handles the throw strike ratio, it makes landing throws so risky. Even more so compared to Tekken and Dead or Alive. Even with Dead or Alive's triangle system. Because at least in those games, it's possible to interrupt the strike zones about to throw if you time it correctly. In this game, no matter how much you focus on, how much you focus on timing it correctly, you almost never be able to land a throw effectively. So no matter what grappler you choose,
Forgot to train, eh?
no matter what grappler you choose, it's always going to be an upward hill, an upward hill battle.
Round 1. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go!
I don't get why they took his forward. Oh shit, that little takedown he says. I'll talk about it later.
Knockout!
Oh my goodness.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout!
Man. Listen, Virtua Fighter,
Forgot to
you
train, eh?
almost might as well forget about trying to land any throws. You just might as well forget about it. It's sad to say, but Virtua Fighter is just not grapple friendly. And here I thought Dead or Alive made landing throws just difficult and being not grapple friendly. Of course, it's almost like with Tekken Tag Tournament. And not even against human players, but against the AI. I had a much easier time landing throws against human players. The issue with the AI is that, first of all, they was just trying to grab them in the first place, which they definitely made difficult. And even when I did manage to finally grab them, odds are they would escape out of it. One thing I remember discovering about Dead or Alive that I actually liked was how literally any throw you land can't be escaped unless it's either your regular neutral throw where you just press the throw button while standing and nothing else, or the throws were there. Let's see, throws like that, throws where the opponent's laying on the ground, and even if you land the initial throw for a combo throw, the follow-up throw after that could be escaped. But anything else like quarter circle, forward or back, anything, so quarter circle forward, forward to back, or back to forward, forward throw, back throw, literally any of those kind of combinations could not be escaped. So Dead or Alive really limits the number of throws you can escape from. Whereas with Virtua Fighter and Tekken, every throw can be escaped from no matter the combination. Just that the way Tekken does it is that not only do you have to time the button right, but you also, it's either you gotta press 1, 2, or 1 plus 2 to escape. So yeah, the window of opportunity to escape, well, it varies from game to game. So that's more throws you got to be aware of, or type of throws, and what combination specifically to press to escape out of it. Whereas with Virtua Fighter, you just press the throw button the same as your opponent. Or not the same as your opponent, but you press the throw button at some point when they grab you or after they grab you. It's just a matter of timing. Dead or Alive, it's either got to be after the initial throw, if they're going for a combo throw, or it's got to be a ground throw, or they're a neutral standing throw. So less throws to be able to escape from, but at the same time it's easier to avoid getting grabbed just by striking at them, because strikes generally beat throws. The Virtua Fighter, if your opponent's constantly moving around and throwing strikes at you, you're almost never gonna grab them. It'd have to be almost standing or crouching perfectly still. How long till I get a match? It never matters what game, 2D or 3D. Grappler's always gonna struggle. Or Flip told me about it. That's always the issue with grapplers, is just a matter of balancing them. That's why often you have grapplers like Zangief, where they're big, their throws can do damage, but their mobility, their mobility is very bad. They have way less combo variety compared to others. But they have a lot of health. Whatever individual strikes they can land, or their command grabs do so much damage. Or you have a grappler like, say...
Round 1. Ready, go!
Someone like, say, El Friete, also in Street Fighter. El Friete has way more mobility compared to Zangief, and a bit better combo variety. Still not as good compared to someone like, say, Ken, or even Chun-Li, but still much better than what Zangief has. And he's very fast. But he has very bad health. Like he just takes way more damage than other characters.
Ready, go!
And again, despite how fast he is, he still doesn't have as good of combo variety or combo ability compared to non-grapplers. It's still better than grapplers like Hugo or Zangief. So it's always a matter of trying to make a character, especially grapplers, good without making them overpowered.
Knockout.
Simply because they have an attack or two that's unblockable.
Round 3.
They either have maybe 2 command grabs that do a lot of damage, or they can have a whole bunch of grabs. I think I found a spammer. Yep, found a spammer. I remember growing up when I used to play fighting games, especially when I was going to Job Corps. It was specifically while in Job Corps that I had people who would talk so much mess about how good supposedly they are in whatever games they play. And anytime I won, and it's just like, I'm just playing the character, I'm just playing the game. And they would either, there was like this one dude who complained like a little baby whenever me or anyone else who was much better than him would beat him, because he's all like, oh, they don't go easy for anyone. You're supposed to go easy, give people a chance. No matter how many times people like me and others told him that if you want a fair shot, get better. Get better in practice. But for him, he just tried to take the easy route just to play. He was a bitch anyway. That's why he was never any fun to play against. I only ever let him play it just out of courtesy. And I remember just so many others who would straight up just accuse me of cheating.
Round 1.
Like somehow me just playing the game and being better than them meant I was cheating. Even if I ever did something like, say, looking up the move set, or even if I wasn't looking at the move list, but just using a character's special move. Dang it, go. This game does not favor grapplers.
Ready, go!
What the heck? I have a better time
Round three.
finding worthwhile
Ready,
people to play against
go!
and taking credit to this. What the heck?
Knockout.
Man, I don't know why I bothered streaming this today. I should have streamed Tekken. Man, it's been an hour and 7 minutes already. Hey, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Give me a few, please.
Are you ready for this? Round one. Ready, go! Take that. Knockout! Yes! Round two. Ready, go! Finish! Excellent! Finish! Round three. Ready, go! Burning hammer! Finish! Knockout! Finish! To be strong is beautiful. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout!
Man, watching these recordings they have on the main menu is almost taxing because of how hard it is to find someone worth playing against. And it's annoying how to get a player match stuff specifically either go to the room, practice while you wait for a match, Basically, it should be exactly how they have it for. They should have it exactly like the same way it is for a ranked match. Only just so it's like you pick your character and you're just there practicing for however long until you come across a map. You gotta be kidding me. 1 bar connection, 1 bar, 1 bar. 16. At least 3 or more. Hey, there is a chat. Hold on a second. Was that a 1 bar connection? I thought I made it clear it's supposed to be a 3 bar connection. It counters when you successfully take your opponent to second event. Hey, I was reading that.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout!
Oh man!
Round 2. Ready, go!
I wonder why his forward throw was turned into a strike. That makes no sense. It looked just fine as a throw. It ain't like it's that special that it actually turned into a strike. And even if they had to, they could have made it a low.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout!
I can stop
I've got
forgetting
grace and
the
power.
timing
You've got zip.
for certain follow-ups. Yeah, just put it on 4. Huh. Oh, so far, City is my highest win rate. Dying being among my lowest. I'm surprised I get enough matches to be able to get something like this. Alright, let's see how long it takes to get met. Or get someone to join. Although I wonder what, for certain YouTubers, like Maximilian Dude, Emery Reigns, Justin Wong, and who's another one that I know streams fighting games a lot, or plays fighting games a lot. Oh yeah, Smug. Is it Smug? I'm trying to remember. There is others. I can't remember who else I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, Dead Ace. I wonder what they had to do specifically to reach the level of popularity they have. Because I know for them, almost every time they upload a video or stream, whenever they're streaming, whether if it's on Twitch, on YouTube, you can expect them to get hundreds of viewers all at once while they're doing a live stream. Which, if you're doing that just so you can get more people to participate in the live stream by playing against them, against your viewers, that's one thing you can do. That's like mainly what I would do. Just get my popularity up, just so that way when I'm streaming certain games, I can get more people to join if I want to. Although I don't necessarily hate stream snipers, because I really don't even understand the whole thing behind that. At least they're not like those certain tough people who come onto YouTube begging for a shout out or trying to do, what was it? Oh yeah, sub for sub. Well, I have not gotten that in so long. It is, yeah, it almost feels like it's been years, but it really hasn't been that long since I last had a sub for sub. Perspective is just weird like that. But I think it was earlier this year. It was earlier this year when I had people come into my stream begging for a shout out. Freaking idiots. Even one person I told, I got on one person's case, and I got one person's case heavily for asking for a sub for sub, and another person did it even though they waited a whole while after I got on someone else's case, begging for it. I don't think I banned them. I think I just told them off. That was it. But man, that's weird. The way I see it, you're not special at all, or you're not worth shouting out if you gotta beg for it. Or in some people's cases, they'll straight up demand it, and then they'll curse that person out and say all kinds of mean things to them just because they didn't get that shout out. I'll think, okay, you're definitely gonna get a shout out now, but not in the way you like. Most likely that person you're begging for a shout out and then getting hostile with, they're gonna expose you or expose the kind of personality you have, at least online, and it's not gonna go well for you. Especially the number of little kids who do that. They'll demand a shout out and just start cursing someone out for not getting it, and then they'll wonder why people are being so mean to them all of a sudden. Like, I don't know why all these people are mean to me. All I did was ask for a shout out. It's like, that's the problem. You're not special. But at the very least, I have had people who come to my streams watching and just simply, they don't even ask for a shout out. They would offer, and it's just that, they just offer to help or offer if I want any advice or anything. I say no, and they leave it alone. Wait, is this the biggest Virtua Fighter of all time? I don't know. dude straight up has a pet lion cub. Now it's the same cub, but years later. Well, I'm assuming it's the same cub. Sometimes you never know. Something tells me I'm not gonna get anyone to join for a while. Well, it gives me time to talk, I guess. Man. That hippo has seen some shit in his lifetime. He ain't afraid of no lions at all. The way people underestimate creatures like hippos. Like hippos have no problem trampling over or even straight up devouring anything made of meat, including humans. Well, why not? Lions have rights too. Yeah, right. Now, what was I about before? Still no one. Man, I remember just, not just me, but so many other people were so hyped when Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, even though it's still Virtua Fighter 5, but it getting a re-release. I was hoping, I was like, man, I hope this means we'll eventually get a Virtua Fighter 6. Seems like we're probably gonna, get Virtua Fighter to return to prominence. But it's just sad how immediately after the game was re-released for PS4, it's almost like a lot of people just dropped it instantly. Like I said, Tekken, a lot of people give so much love to Tekken purely because it's just more popular. People will try to act like they're better than everyone else, saying, oh, it doesn't have fan service at all like Dead or Alive. It's not a hentai game like Dead or Alive. It's like, dude, there's fan service in Tekken. All the major popular fighting games have fan service. Street Fighter, King of Fighters, they all have fan service. It's just a matter of how subtle they are or not. Heck, even Emery Reigns pointed out just how wild and oftentimes unnecessarily toxic the Tekken community can be compared to other communities. Like, I rarely see things get out of hand like this, or like how other people do so the way people get out of hand, how toxic people will be when it comes to Tekken and Street Fighter, it's almost not as bad, or at least not as frequently when it comes to certain communities or certain groups talking about Dead or Alive or Virtua Fighter. Almost every time I go to a comment section on YouTube for a video on Tekken or Street Fighter, just how quick people can devolve into arguing with each other over the stupidest and pettiest things. Not saying that those don't play into how good the games themselves are. The games are great, they're fun to play. But the communities, the people you see, how prideful they get over it. It's like, what's the point of getting prideful over a game you didn't have a hand in developing? Like, you just play the game and that's it. That's why being a gamer, no matter what kind of games you play, it's always a double-edged sword. Like, cause yeah, these games are fun to play, but you always run the risk of exposing yourself to some very unsavory people who are just so mean for no reason. But I hate how, one thing I hate about when it comes to fighting games, people, like, you'll say something like, oh, I'm looking forward to this character being in the game, I want this character being in the game. And they'll say, we don't need that character because we got this character. So, they are two completely different individuals. They don't play the same. They may have similar themes. Like, for instance, in Injustice,
What are you waiting
people
for?
didn't want
Come
Raiden or
get some.
Sub-Zero in that game. Because they say, well, we already got Captain Cold, why do we need Sub-Zero? Because Sub-Zero's a martial artist whose power is cryokinesis. Whereas Captain Cold doesn't do any martial arts at all, and his ice effects come purely from his gun. Not from, he doesn't shoot them from his hands or emit cold from his body.
Knockout.
So again, two completely, absolutely different characters. And Black Adam, what Black Adam shares with Raiden is their powers are of divine origin. Black Adam gets his powers from a wizard that connects him to 6 Egyptian gods. Raiden himself is a god. What else is there? They both have lightning. They both are more powerful than the average human. But they're still two completely different characters with completely different designs, personalities, and fighting styles.
Ready, go.
They're both skilled warriors, but Black Adam doesn't fight with the same level of finesse as someone like Raiden does. That's such a weird looking throw. So yes, so they may have similar things to some extent, but that doesn't mean they can't have completely different move lists. But look at Superman and Supergirl. Those two are both Kryptonians and have the exact same powers. The exact same powers every Kryptonian under Yellow Sun has. But they have completely different move lists.
Ready, go.
Superman's more of a straightforward brawler, where Supergirl is something of a bit of a high-low mix-up speedy type rushdown. How did that not kill him? So again, similar things does not equal exact same playstyle moveset. Because if you want to get really technical, then each game should have only one rushdown, only one zoner, and only one grappler. Because then you could say, oh, why would we need this character in the game when we already have a grappler?
Round 1. Ready, go.
Or heck, you can break it down even further and say, why have any characters at all if they're all fighters to whatever extent? Like Balrog and who are the other boxers? Actually, no, the only other pure boxer or someone who's primarily a boxer is Deadly. They're both boxers, but the way they box, because boxing itself, you have so many different ways you can fight.
Round 2. Ready, go.
Like for instance, Balrog is a slugger. He likes to be in up close, and he may not be that fast, but his punches pack so much power behind them. Because he's so aggressive and wild and likes to be up close to his opponent in their face when he throws them punches. Dudley is an what do they call outer boxer. He likes to be at a good range. He has way more combinations, but his punches don't pack as much of a punch as Balrog. But the speed he's able to punch at, even though again they're both boxers when you get down to it.
Knockout.
So you have two people who have the same theme or the same fighting style, but their moveset won't be the same because of the overall mindset, because they're two different characters. That's just like how, even for Street Fighter 6, that game's not out yet. We don't know what kind of DLC they're going to have in the future. So you got this woman who's supposed to be,
I've got the advantage.
she's French, right?
You've got nothing.
What was her name, Manon?
Round one.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a French judo expert who does, well, she's supposed to be, I think, a fashion designer or a fashion model on the side. But anyway, so she's supposed to be a grappler, supposedly. And Zangief definitely is going to be in the game. So you can say, oh, why bother having her in the game as if she's going to be a grappler? And we already got Zangief.
Knockout.
Of course, no one's going to really complain like that because, of course, they're going to play differently. Zangief's a pro wrestler. She does judo.
Round
And
two.
apparently, she also does ballet, so I wonder how that's going to play into her style. The only other character I know in a fighting game who does ballet or moves like a ballet dancer and as part of their moveset is Lily. What's her full name? Emily D. Rochefort from Tekken.
Knockout.
Anyways, because she's French and she does judo, people automatically think that means Abel's not going to be in the game at all. But they're two completely different characters. We don't even know what her personality is going to be like. We just know she does something that involves fashion model, fashion designer, maybe a bit of both. Something in the fashion industry. She does.
Go ahead,
She does
knock
that as
yourself
like
out.
her
Round one.
career.
Ready, go.
Look at that, Jackie. That could be a low. His forward grab. Stupid how it's a strike anyway. But if they're gonna do that, they might as well make it a low. Ouch.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go.
I got some freaking soda for the rest of this year. Anyways, where was I? So I was bringing up Manon because again, some people believe that her inclusion means we're not gonna get Abel, just because of the similar themes that they may have. But there's so many differences between them; they're not even related. Like all we know is she does judo, and supposedly the fact that she does ballet is gonna play into her fighting style, how she does her judo. I think it's probably gonna just most
Round
likely
one.
affect her mobility
Go.
and her strength. So from overall personality wise, well, we're gonna eventually see what her personality is like, but I bet you it's probably gonna be maybe some very, very basic things that she may share with Abel, but that'll be about it. But Abel, he's very quiet, reserved, and not taciturn. That's more like Ryu.
Knockout.
But he's not very hot-blooded when he talks to people or just how he behaves compared to like Adon,
Ready, go.
Makoto. Who else? Adon, Makoto, they're very hot-blooded and aggressive when it comes to fighting. Adon, just in general, when it comes to how he interacts in general. Ah man, I don't know why I got so defensive all of a sudden. Oh, and Fei Long, that's another character who's very hot-blooded when it comes to fighting. Also, while Manon does judo, Abel isn't pure judo. He does sambo. Sambo itself combining, which is a combination. For the most part, it's a combination of judo and wrestling. I always forget that the AI in Virtual Fighter can be just as unforgiving as in Dead or Alive. And Dead or Alive's AI often tends to be more unforgiving to me than the AI in any second game I play.
Game over.
Very unforgiving. I'm gonna try Kira. I don't play him enough. Now what else was I saying? Oh yeah. So we know Abel's personality. He's one of the good guys. He's very helpful usually when he can, but again he's not a very forceful person, as in he's not gonna like get in people's business, or in other words he's just not a jerk like Adon is. But he does enjoy fighting. Like Adon, even in between rounds when when Abel wins a match, he will take a quick minute between each round to admit that he's having so much fun. But also, he ain't no punk though. Like he has a backbone in because I like how in Street Fighter 4, Abel sees Guile throw a sonic boom.
Round 1.
And he's just like,
ready, go!
He's like, that move. How is it that you can do that? And of course, Guile figured that means he's seen someone do it before. But the only person Guile knows who can do the sonic boom besides him is Charlie, who taught it to him. And so Guile gets in Abel's face and pointing right at him, getting in his personal space, talking about, where is he? Have you seen him?
Go!
And Abel's like, I don't even know you. I just saw you, and you expect me to tell you everything. And they immediately begin fighting. I like that. I like those to me are among my favorite kind of characters. Like they're calm. They're usually calm. Wait a minute.
Knockout!
What the heck? This is supposed to be a move that he has when you do a sidestep and he hits you with his back. Maybe I was just pressing the wrong button. Anyways, so those kind of characters, they're calm and confident, but if someone gets on their case or gets on their nerves, they know definitely it's time to fight back. Like, don't bother trying to reason with this person, because this person is crazy. Did they take the move out? I think they did. I keep trying to do combos with him like it's Dead or Alive.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
I like how it does that in the replay. Hit him with a signature move of theirs, and it does that 3 take. I think that's what it's called. Now where was I? Oh yeah. So Abel. So again, we know what Abel's personality is like.
Round
Confident,
1.
enjoys fighting,
Ready, go!
a bit reserved, not outright emotionless though. Cares for others. Just overall is not a jerk. Oh, there we go.
Knockout!
And what was the last thing I was gonna say?
Round 2.
Yeah, you get my point.
Ready, go!
As far as martial arts, he does Sambo, which itself is a combination which combines wrestling and judo.
Knockout!
And you can recognize the judo he does in his throws. His forward and back throw are definitely straight out of judo. His tornado throw is like a very, very exaggerated version of. I I cannot like name judo throws. They're just hard for me to remember the name of. But anyways,
Ready, go!
the change of direction. I remember the low, when you do the low follow up, he does a double leg takedown, which definitely straight out of wrestling. Not to mention the way he throws the opponent around in some of his super moves.
Knockout!
So anyways, what?
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, basically all his. But then again, that's graphics in general in 2D fighting games, where they have a lot of throws, but you don't really see them doing a lot of moves that involve putting the opponent in a position for a for some kind of body lock. Oh well. It'd be cool if Abel had one move that moved his opponent into a position for an arm lock or a leg lock even. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So but overall,
Round 1.
Abel,
Ready, go!
again, he does sambo. He's a grappler, not a pure grappler like Zangief. He's a hybrid style. He has his command throws, but he also has plenty of other throws. Not throws. He has plenty of other moves that aren't grabs. What's the name of that one move? Oh yeah, is it Marcelli's? Marcelli's roll, which helps with his mobility.
Knockout!
Man, I like how the AI in this game,
Round 2.
they acknowledge when you're blocking a lot, so they go for throws. Man, Kira, how are you the main character and so many of your moves are freaking so linear? Too many linear moves.
Game over!
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna play it as Oi. Good thing she still has the majority of her throws from Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla VF5. Wait a minute, didn't she come? Yeah, she made her debut in Virtua Fighter 3 alongside Takara Arashi. I gotta look at what her moves did look like in Virtua Fighter 3 and 4.
Go ahead, knock yourself out!
See much how many of her moves, especially her throws, she kept from her initial debut. Keep me focused. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Abel. I already talked about his personality, his moveset, how he's a grappler. Well, it separates him from other grapplers. And even the clothing he wears is very common to Sambo fighters in Russia. Because wasn't Sambo invented by wasn't it by a guy in the Russian military? So anyways, Abel even be counted as French since he was original, his voice and his overall appearance is supposed to be that of a French person. His voice and his accent, the way he talks, he even speaks French on occasion. Anyways, but anyone who knows Abel knows his origin in that he's like Seth. He was created specifically to be a replacement body for M. Bison. But he was considered a failed unit not a failed unit, a failed model, and was tossed out, but somehow he managed to survive and was eventually found by someone, supposedly Charlie, who took care of him. I don't think it was said that the person who saved him, whoever it was the one who taught him Sambo. I don't think they ever really got into that. Man, do something so I can counter it.
Knockout.
Dang it.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So much easier to learn. It's so much easier to do counters in Dead or Alive. Then again, that's because of the whole system in general. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. Change throw direction with forward, down, up. So we have half circle back, half circle forward, forward back, neutral, forward. I like how they make certain throw combinations easy in this game, especially for Oi. Where to get one of these, all you gotta do, like it doesn't matter if you press forward or back, you just press up. Same thing here. Forward or back, doesn't matter, you just press down. And you're always gonna get a combination at the end, regardless of if you do down then up or up then down. As long as you do this one, forward or back, down. Full circle back, full circle forward. Man, I forgot how fun Oi is. She's kind of funny too. Now I keep bringing up all this stuff about Abel, his a little bit of his history, especially the martial arts he does. Because just the number of people who believe that because of Manon and the fact that she does judo and the fact that she speaks French, a lot like how Abel speaks French, and the fact that he does a similar martial art. Similar, but it's not even exactly the same because it's Sambo. He does Sambo. Sambo is not pure judo. It even depends on which version of Sambo, because there's like Sambo used in combat sports, and there's combat Sambo which is used in the military. So far we just know Manon to do judo in general. So I won't be surprised when the game finally comes out, when we see Manon, none of her moves at all are going to look anything like Abel. Which would just make it easier for them to put Abel in the game. But people want to say, oh, but he has this, which is exactly the same as what she has, so it'd be pointless. Like, no, Woody. Because if you really want to play that route, if you want to say Abel shouldn't or can't, like it's up to you, whether if Abel can be in Street Fighter 6 or not, all because of Manon, somehow, then Ken should never be in any Street Fighter game because of Ryu. Akuma shouldn't be in any Street Fighter game because of Ken and Ryu. Because they have the Hadouken, the Shoryuken. Sure, for Akuma, they just call the Go Shoryu and the Go Hado. But dude, it's just the basic Shoryuken and Hadouken and Tatsumaki or Hurricane kick. Man, that throw is so weird. Excuse me.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
Now, who else is another person that is...
Round
overall,
1.
that's just, to me, that's just one of the most annoying things about when it comes to fighting games, where it's not even the game itself, it's the so-called fans of whatever game. People who get hostile saying this character or that character can't be in the game because of this character. But in reality, it doesn't make sense because these characters don't play the same. But no matter what, you're always going to get idiots like that anyway. And what they say, don't waste your time arguing with stupid. You're going to lose.
Round 2.
Because someone who may be stubborn at first, but they acknowledge that, oh, this person is actually right. Never mind. Okay, for someone who's not a grappler, she's doing a lot of grappling. See what I mean? Hey, didn't the stage in the original version have water in it?
Knockout! Game over!
This bitch really crying. That's like that one Filipino kickboxer, what was her name? Josie Rizal in Tekken 7. Oh well, no one's perfect. Hey, it makes me wonder why some people get hostile about it. When, again, you say how you want this or that character to be in the game, and they'll say something stupid like, no, that character or this character can't be in the game because of this and that. It's like, well, what's your deal? If the character you like is already in the game, or it could be that the character who's already in the game versus the one people would like to be in the game, they don't even play that character. So it makes them getting hostile or all mad about it even more pointless. People find the weirdest things to get defensive over. And even when you point that out, that just makes them even more mad. Someone's like all they know how to do is just get mad. Kind of sad in a way when you think about it. Oh well, they like, I'm losing sleep over it. I would really like, not even just for Abel, but for Sean to be in the game. I guess you already got Shoto like Ryu or Ken in the game. I didn't mean to do that. You already got a Shoto like Ryu and Ken in the game, so that wouldn't. And apparently Akuma is going to be in the game later, but as like DLC or something. So that would make Sean's inclusion even more seemingly irrelevant. So it's not even about relevancy. That's one of the dumbest arguments people make. Say a character should or shouldn't be in a game based on how relevant they are in real life. It's like, dude, it's a freaking game. It's not that serious. Like, don't worry about a character being in a game based on relevancy worry about them being in the game based on if they will be fun to play or not. Maybe the mask covered almost entirely of her face, so you couldn't even see the side of her eyes. A mole? As I was saying, I think people get defensive in a way over it just because, hey, she can have better footwear. I remember one of these costumes allows you to remove the footwear. And it's always unfortunate when you go from the base game into an update, how they may change the overall layout. The layout, character's moveset, all that stuff. And it's like, but wait, this earlier version of the exact same game had better costume customization. Why'd you remove it? 'Cause reasons. Oh well. You know, next time I live stream Virtua Fighter, I think it's just gonna be mostly me just going through arcade mode. Unless I get people in the chat asking to join. Because I am not getting enough online matches, player or rank, frequently enough. Well, no sense of complaining forever. I'm gonna end the stream here. So anyone who may have enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed it. As limited and baseless as it was. I'm gonna find some other game to play and probably stream that instead. See ya.